Hey everybody, it's time for Teesha on the tube. Teesha on the tube. Teesha on the tube. Teesha on the tube. How's everybody doing? Today is Mental Health Mondays. I hope you can hear me. I don't feel like turning off my fan. It's a little stuffy in my room, so I hope you guys can hear me. So today's topic is something that I know all too well. It's annoying as hell. Anxiety. Woo! Yeah, it's not a walk in the park. Okay, I feel like I have dealt with anxiety since I was a young child and it wasn't taken care of when I was a child, so now it's worse in my adult life. So pretty much anxiety, I mean, I know there's a formal definition of anxiety, but I'm gonna define what I feel like anxiety is to me. And anxiety is pretty much like racing thoughts, overthinking, I don't want to say heart palpitations, but your heart beating fast and whatnot. So I usually get anxiety when things go left. Like, it's usually when, let's say, for example, if I have to be somewhere at a certain time and, it's out of my control. Let's say I'm trying to take the train to where I have to go and I have to be somewhere at a certain time and the train is delayed or something happens on the train that makes me late. Stuff like that gives me anxiety. I hate being late to things. So I try to like plan my trips ahead of time and give myself some time to like get up and go and whatever. Like I said before, the main thing that causes me anxiety are my children, because they like to drag in the morning. And I wake them up at a certain time. Like, I send them to bed at 8 o'clock every night. The latest 8:30 they'll go to bed, and I make sure that they have that amount of hours to sleep, because if they don't get at least 10 hours of sleep, they're gonna wake up and they're gonna be very cranky and crabby. Excuse me. They're gonna wake up and they're gonna be cranky and crabby, they're not gonna want to get up, they're gonna drag in the morning. So I try to wake them up at 6 o'clock and have them dressed and ready and out the door by at least 7:15, because they have to be at school by 8:20. I like to get them to school at 8 because they like to eat breakfast in school. So I'll wake them up or whatever, try to get them ready and try and get them out the house at 7:15. Now, 9 times out of 10, they don't ever, we don't leave out the house at 7:15. So I'll give myself like an extra 10 minutes just to play it safe. So we don't leave the house at 7:15, and I like to be out of the house and at the train station at least by 7:25. I hate getting on the train or walking to the train later than 7:30, because I know that it takes more than 30 minutes to get me to their school, because I live in the Brownsville section of Brooklyn and their school is in the Clinton Hills section of Brooklyn. So I don't like being late. I hate getting them late to school, and that was a problem with my son last year. Like, he was always late to school because he wanted to drag, and I'm telling him, like, you have to get up. And what I even did was to take a little bit of like the strain off me. I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just make him breakfast at home. That way we could cut out the breakfast part and he could just go straight to school. Still late to school or whatever, and it was just annoying. So this year I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be a little better. I'm gonna wake up 15 minutes before I have to wake them up. That way, if I need to get myself together or I just need 15 extra minutes, like to just then I'll do that. So it's like little stuff like that I've been doing to help with like the time and whatnot. And then like it's the evening too. The evening plays a part too, because the evening is very like brief, because when they come home from school, because right now I'm not working, but my schedule used to be like from 2 to 6 I would work, or 2 to 7:30. So when I would work and I would get off of work, we won't get home until like 8, 9 o'clock, and that's their bedtime. So I would have to figure out like homework and making sure they've eaten dinner, making sure, if it's time for a bath, they need to take a bath, and getting them prepared for bed the next day. Like, that's a struggle. And that gives me anxiety too, because it's like, if things are out of my control and they don't go the way I've planned it in my head, I tend to like, get anxious, very overly anxious. So I'm just trying to make it a habit of just, breathing more, relaxing, and telling myself that, some things I cannot control. I just have to go with the flow. So it's easier said than done. Rome wasn't built in a day. That's what I deal with. I do deal with like the racing thoughts. Like, I'm always overthinking, but I noticed that I use overthinking as a way to like prepare myself for the worst. Like, it's overthinking with a little bit of pessimism. I like to not have my expectations be so high, because ever since I could remember, like being a child and being disappointed when I was expecting for things to go one way and it didn't. And it's sad, because I'm the type of person, I don't ask for anything. Like, if people volunteer to do things with me or for me, I don't expect it. I tell them thank you and I let them know that I'm grateful, but I don't expect for anyone to do anything for me or to be nice. I don't expect for people to be genuine. That's what it is. I expect for people to pretty much shit on my feelings. I expect for people to flip on me. They claim they're my friend, but then they're talking about me like a dog behind my back. Like, I expect the negative, and it's mind-boggling to me how much we expect the negative. But it's like, when the positive comes, it's like, okay, what did I do to deserve this? Like, we question it. Like, we're like, okay, this person just bought me this, but what do they want from me in return for buying this for me? You know what I'm saying? Like, we question the positive. We never really question the negative, because it's expected. That is crazy. But I mean, it's life, because it's so many people walking around here that are broken, and it's like their only goal in life is to hurt people. I don't know why that is, and it's like, that's why I always say, seek therapy. Like, just because you think that there's nothing wrong with you, you may be surprised to find out that the issue is deeper than what you think it is. But I can't speak for everybody. I know therapy works wonders for me, okay? So, but yeah, like, my expectations of people are very, very, very low, and then when I do come across people who show me that they're here for me, that they're not going anywhere, that they truly just love being around me, like, I don't have to do anything for them, and I don't expect for them to do anything for me, like, those people I hold near and dear to me. Like, everybody that I named in the Welcome Back premiere episode, those are people who I hold near and dear to me. You guys saw Ish, you saw Paris, Yvonne, like, those are my people, them, and like, amongst all of my other friends that I named in the premiere episode, but I also hang out with outside of like, those are people that is like, okay, these are my gems, and I'm gonna protect my gems. I'm gonna protect my treasure. They're like, it's rare that you find people like that, because it's unfortunate that good people get hurt by people who are hurt, and we still want to see the good in those people. And it just sucks that people with good hearts have to even cross paths with people like that. But it's life at the end of the day. So I always overthink when it comes to certain things, and I overthink myself to prepare myself for any type of disappointment, any type of heartbreak, any type of just anything that's beyond my control. I always overthink. Like, I always think, okay, well, this could go one or two ways. This could go this way or this could go that way. And I'm always leaning more towards, okay, well, what are you going to do if it doesn't go the way that you want it to? So anxiety definitely plays a part in that. Like, it's not fun, but I feel like, in a sense, it's a little bit of a defense mechanism, and it's something that I've unknowingly made a habit out of it to do. So I do get like the racing thoughts or whatever. Like, I'm always, my mind never shuts off. I would love to learn how to shut my mind off, but Lord, is it hard. It is so hard to shut my mind off, because I think about everything. I'm always thinking, okay, well, this is what I have to do tomorrow, and dang, I should have did this yesterday, and shoot, I forgot to do this. Okay, maybe I could do that tomorrow. And I'm always thinking this at the most inopportune times, when it happens the most, when it's time for me to go to bed. And it literally takes me 30 to 45 minutes after I've gotten in the bed to actually fall asleep. And sometimes longer than that, because most times I'm like usually on my phone. Excuse me. I'm usually on my phone, and I'm usually scrolling just to try and find something to entertain me or whatever before I fall asleep. But I was told, it's not really good to be on your phone before you're about to go to sleep, because it keeps you wired. So I was told that, maybe 30 minutes to an hour before I go to bed, put all my gadgets away and just lay there. Just lay there and just be still. I have yet to do that. Okay? I don't sleep as well as I should, but I am working on it. I'll take melatonin to go to sleep here and there, which, sidebar, melatonin is the GOAT. Okay? Melatonin is the GOAT. 30 minutes after I take melatonin, I am out like a light. But I was told that it's not good to take melatonin every day. Like, your best bet would be to take melatonin once every 2 to 3 weeks, because your body is supposed to naturally create melatonin. So taking too much melatonin will make you more wired and will mess up your sleep pattern. So I was like, okay, I'll make it my business to not take it as much, because I wasn't taking it as much anyway. Like, I probably took it twice a week one time, but I'm gonna regulate it to where I could take it once every 2 to 3 weeks or whatever, just to regulate my sleep pattern and to sleep better, because a lot of my depression and anxiety comes from lack of sleep. I don't sleep because I'm always worrying. I'm always like, ooh, in my head, and I'm really working on getting out of it. I noticed what helped me cope with like anxiety, what helps me like calm my thoughts and whatnot: coloring and painting. Oh my God, I don't know what it is about painting and coloring, but it's just, once I have like a blank canvas in me, and I've never done it to where I've never done it where I just painted, like nobody gave me an idea. It was always, I went to a paint party or something, and people gave me a canvas that was already pre-done, or they gave me something to paint or whatever. Like, I remember my friend had a baby shower, and she's very artsy. She's a great artist, and she made everybody at her baby shower pull like these two things that had absolutely nothing to do with each other. She made us pull them out of a hat. So I happened to pull my two strips of paper were music and sunglasses. So I was like, how am I gonna do this? So I just sat there and I thought, I was like, okay, sunglasses. I could draw sunglasses in the middle. I was like, okay, but how would I incorporate music into that? So I drew sunglasses in the middle, and I said, you know what? I could make the back of, the handles, the sunglass handles, I could put music notes on the back of them. So that's what I did. I did sunglasses and I did music notes. And then I was like, okay, but they're not really going to see the music notes. So how would I put music into it? So I just made the background very colorful, and I made all the colors intertwine into each other, and then I just spelled out the word music all around it, and it came out so nice. Like, I'm gonna put the picture up so you guys can see it, probably at the end of this video or whatever. But yeah, the picture came out so nice, and that was something that I did off the top of my head, but she gave me the idea, because with the 2 strips of paper in the hat, to put music and sunglasses. But I've never done a painting where it was just, you know, freehand, like no ideas, just whatever's off the top of my head. I think I'm gonna do that because I love painting. Like, it relaxes my mind so I love it. And like going to a paint and sip and like just randomly coloring, I think I'm gonna get back into that. Like the last paint and sip I went to, I said, was the same day that we found out that Nipsey Hussle passed away. So that was the last paint and sip I went to. I'm trying to go to more because I love paint and sips. Like, I don't even care too much for the sip part, it's the paint part I love. But my mom did buy me a couple of years ago, she bought me like some art stuff. I have like a bin full of paint, canvases. I think she bought me an easel, but I have to look. And I even got some for my kids because they like to color, so I got them like little watercolors and like these big Ninja Turtle and I think My Little Pony something. But these big papers that they could color and whatnot, so we can all color in here. And then when my house finally gets together, I want to host paint and sip parties because I love painting. It's so relaxing. So I think I'm gonna get back into that, and like I find that it really calms me down. And listening to music calms me down too. I love music. I love anything artsy. I love music. I love singing. I love dance. I love theater, depending. I love the arts. Like, I feel like the arts is the best way to express yourself, get that energy out, but also find passion in something that you love. And I can't even choose what I love from the arts because I love it all. Like, I love singing. I don't feel like I'm the best singer in the world. I do feel like I can carry a tune if I really wanted to, like if I practiced enough, but I don't feel like I'm a singer, you know. Like, I could carry a tune, but I'm not a singer, you know. But I love singing. I love dance, even though the bottom half of my body, I feel like an old lady, but me and my kids being here busting it with the Just Dance, you know. So I love dancing. I love acting. I'm not an actor, but I've done, at my first job, we did like acting classes or whatever, because my first job was a performing arts after school program, and we used to do skits and stuff with the kids. Like, everybody had to participate, kids and staff. So we used to do skits and stuff with the kids that would go into a dancing scene, and we would have to sing and all of that. So all of it ties into each other. So I love acting, singing, dancing, visual art, mural art. I just love the arts. I love the arts, and I really want to, you know, go back to school and get my degree, and I want to start my own program that brings forth education, arts, and entertainment. Like, that's what I want to do. But, you know, just to say, that's something that I am passionate about, and I feel like doing so will, you know, help curb my anxiety, will help, you know, lower it a little bit, because we're all going through some stuff that brings up stuff like this. Like, I really think my anxiety is rooted in childhood trauma, because I have like a lot of trauma, unfortunately, from my childhood. That'll be a topic for another day. I don't want to get into it right now because I want to talk about the good in curbing my anxiety. So but childhood trauma will be a topic for one of these Mondays. But yeah, like, just moving forward, I just want to do things to help curb it, you know. Like, I just want to relax. I just want to be but anxiety is, yeah, it kicks my ass, but I deal with it the best way that I can, you know. Like, I try not to let it take over me. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but it is what it is. But, you know, you guys let me know how you feel about it. I'm pretty sure, like, there's other factors of anxiety. I just want to talk about anxiety as a whole, but we'll be doing this every Monday, so we'll dig deep into everything. We'll dig deep into social anxiety. We'll dig deep into, like, all kinds of things. We can talk about anything, you know. Open forum, judgment-free zone, okay? So you guys let me know if you experience anxiety, if you experience any type of, situation that tugs at your mental health. Just, you could leave it in the comments below. If you don't want to put it on the comments below, my email is there. You can reach me at any of my social media handles, email, whatever. Let's talk about this stuff. Stop sweeping it under the rug, okay? But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you. But thank you so much for tuning in to Teesha on the Tube. Teesha on the Tube. Teesha on the Tube. Teesha on the Tube. Thank you. Have a good day. Peace.